Welcome to Learn English with Mary and Sam. Today we're going to explore how to ask for and give advice in English. Whether you're seeking guidance or offering suggestions, knowing the right phrases can help you communicate more effectively.
That's right, Mary. Asking for and giving advice is a common part of everyday conversations, and it can lead to some great discussions. Let's get started.
Let's start with some common phrases for asking for advice. You can say, "What do you think I should do?" Or, "Do you have any advice on this?"
Exactly. And if you want to be more specific, you can say, "I'm not sure what to do about this work. Can you help me decide?" Or, "Do you have any suggestions for change?"
Let's look at a scenario where we're asking for advice. "I'm thinking of changing jobs, but I'm not sure if it's the right decision. What do you think I should do?"
Well, it depends on your goals. If you're looking for a new challenge, it might be a good idea. But if you're happy with your current job, maybe you should stick with it.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way.
Now, let's talk about how to give advice. You can say, "I think you should deal with that," or "You might want to consider make an effort."
That's right. And if you want to soften your advice, you can say, "Maybe you could try exercise," or "It might be a good idea to forget."
Let's explore these phrases in different contexts. For example, you could say, "I think you should take a break and relax if you're feeling stressed."
When asking for and giving advice, cultural context is important. In some cultures, direct advice is valued, while in others, more subtle suggestions are preferred.
That's right. Understanding these nuances can help you navigate social situations more smoothly.
For example, in many Western cultures, offering advice is seen as helpful and supportive, while in some Eastern cultures, it might be considered intrusive unless explicitly asked for.
Exactly. And in some African cultures, community advice is highly valued, often involving elders or respected members of the community.
One common mistake is using expressions that might come across as too pushy. For example, saying, "You must do this" might not be well received.
Exactly. Instead, you could say, "I think you should consider this option," or "Maybe you could try this." When giving advice, remember to use the conditional tense. For example, "If I were you, I would." "You must try regularly," or "You should," and plan if you want to be successful.
That's right. And don't forget to use might or could to soften your advice. For instance, "You might want to try this," or "You could consider that option."
Now, let's get interactive. We want to hear from you. What's the best advice you've ever received? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
That's right. And if you have any questions about asking for or giving advice, feel free to ask.
We'll also give you a quick quiz. Can you think of a situation where you would use the phrase, "I think you should try this"? You might say, "I think you should try this," if someone asks for advice on a problem they're facing. Mary.
Exactly. For example, "I think you should try meditation if you're feeling stressed."
Let's do another role play to practice asking for and giving advice. Imagine you're talking to a friend about a decision they need to make.
"I'm thinking of moving to a new city, but I'm not sure if it's the right decision. What do you think?"
Well, it depends on your priorities. If you're looking for new opportunities, it might be a good move. But if you have strong ties here, maybe you should reconsider.
That's helpful. I hadn't thought about it from that perspective. Another scenario could be discussing career advice. You might say, "I think you should consider taking a course to improve your skills," or "You might want to network more in your industry."
That's a great idea. Let's explore these phrases in different contexts. For instance, you could say, "I think you should explore different career paths if you're feeling unfulfilled in your current job." Let's do another role play. Imagine you're giving advice to someone who is feeling overwhelmed.
"I'm feeling really overwhelmed with work and personal responsibilities. Do you have any advice?"
Maybe you should prioritize your tasks and focus on one thing at a time. And don't forget to take breaks to relax.
That sounds like a good plan. I'll try to manage my time better. When asking for and giving advice, it's interesting to note cultural differences. In some cultures, advice is given freely, while in others, it's offered more cautiously.
That's right. Understanding these differences can help you connect better with people from different backgrounds.
For example, in many Asian cultures, advice is often given by elders or those in positions of authority, while in some Western cultures, advice is more peer-to-peer.
Exactly. And in some Latin American cultures, advice is often given with a lot of enthusiasm and encouragement. Let's explore more cultural insights. In some Middle Eastern cultures, advice is often tied to family and community values.
That's right. And in many African cultures, advice is given through storytelling and shared experiences.
Understanding these cultural nuances can help you navigate social situations more smoothly.
Today, we covered a range of expressions for asking for and giving advice, from basic to advanced. Remember, using the right phrases can help you communicate more clearly and effectively.
That's right. Practice these expressions in your daily conversations to improve your English skills.
Don't forget to pay attention to cultural nuances to enhance your communication. Thanks for joining us today. If you have any questions or want to share your favorite advice phrases, please comment below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more episodes of Learn English with Mary and Sam. We have some exciting topics lined up for you in the coming weeks.
Until next time, keep practicing, and we'll see you soon.